Buddha teaches how to let go of burdens. The secret to finding peace in a difficult and deadlocked life. In every stage of life, people face moments of confusion, failure, and emotional heaviness. There are times when the world seems to close in, opportunities vanish, and the heart feels stuck in a dark corner with no exit. When life becomes difficult and deadlocked, our first reaction is often to resist, to fight harder, or to cling desperately to what is slipping out of our hands. Yet the Buddha teaches something very different, something simple but profoundly transformative: to let go. Letting go is not a passive act, nor does it mean giving up. It is an inner liberation, a conscious decision to release the burdens that weigh us down so we can walk lightly again. Through the Buddha's teachings, we learn that peace is not something waiting for us at the end of a long struggle. It is something we can touch in the very moment we decide to set down what no longer serves us. This article explores how the Buddha guides us to let go, why we cling to suffering, and how we can rediscover peace even when life feels stuck and painful. 1. The nature of burdens. Why we carry what hurts us. The Buddha once asked his disciples, "If you carry a heavy burden on your shoulders, do you become tired?" They answered, "Yes, of course." The Buddha continued, "If you put it down, what happens?" They replied, "We feel light and relieved." The Buddha smiled and said, "So why continue to carry what exhausts you?" Human beings hold on to burdens for many reasons: fear of losing control, attachment to familiar patterns, unhealed wounds, or the belief that suffering gives meaning. We carry past mistakes replaying endlessly in the mind, anger and grudges that poison the heart, expectations about how life should be, people who have already walked away, failures that have already finished. Instead of letting them go, we store these burdens like stones in a backpack, believing that holding on somehow protects us. Yet the Buddha teaches that clinging is the root of suffering. The tighter we grasp, the more we bleed. To let go is to recognize that nothing, no emotion, no situation, no relationship is permanent. Everything arises and disappears according to conditions. Understanding this truth is the first step toward freedom. 2. Letting go is an inner act, not an external escape. Many people interpret letting go as cutting ties, withdrawing from life, or avoiding problems. But the Buddha clarifies that true letting go happens within, not outside. Letting go means releasing the mental story, not necessarily the person. The emotional reaction, not the responsibility. The expectation, not the effort. You can remain in the same situation, live with the same people, or face the same challenges, and still experience complete freedom if your mind no longer clings. For example, if someone says something hurtful, you cannot control their words, but you have the power to let go of the emotional sting by understanding that their actions arise from their own suffering or misunderstanding. This inner shift is the heart of Buddhist liberation. Letting go is not running away from life, is meeting life with an open mind, free from the chains of attachment and fear. 3. Awareness, the first step toward liberation. The Buddha teaches that awareness, sati, or mindfulness, is the foundation for letting go. You cannot release what you are unaware of. You cannot free yourself from a burden that you do not realize you are carrying. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without drowning in them. It creates space between you and your inner turmoil. Through awareness, you begin to see, this anger is not me. This fear is not permanent. this sadness is arising and will pass. This craving is just a mental habit. Once you see the burden clearly, you naturally loosen your grip. Letting go becomes effortless. The Buddha compared the mind to a clear sky. Thoughts, emotions, and pain are like passing clouds. Awareness allows you to watch them drift by instead of mistaking them for the sky itself. 4. Accepting reality as it is, the power of non-resistance. One of the most compassionate teachings of the Buddha is the practice of acceptance. Acceptance is not resignation, but deep understanding. When we resist reality, wishing things were different, blaming life, or fighting circumstances, we create a second layer of suffering on top of the first. For example, a relationship ends, that's the first pain. But the thoughts, "it shouldn't have happened," create the second pain. A job is lost, that's the first pain. "I'm a failure, life is unfair," creates the second pain. Letting go begins when we stop resisting the nature of life. Everything changes, everything flows, everything transforms. Acceptance allows us to move with life instead of against it. The Buddha said, "Peace comes when the mind stops arguing with what is." 5. The art of forgiveness. Freeing the heart from anger. Forgiveness is one of the deepest forms of letting go. It does not mean forgetting or excusing harm. It means freeing yourself from the emotional weight that keeps you tied to past wounds. The Buddha taught that holding on to anger is like grasping a burning coal with the intention of throwing it at someone. You are the one who gets burned first. Forgiveness is for your own liberation, not for others. It releases the poison from your heart so peace can enter. When life feels deadlocked, forgiveness can open a door you didn't know existed. You forgive, not because the other deserves it, but because you deserve peace. Deadlocked, letting go of expectations. The most subtle attachment. One of the Buddha's profound insights is that expectations are a major source of suffering. We expect people to treat us a certain way, life to follow our plan, success to come at the time we want, love to stay forever. When reality doesn't match our expectations, we resist, become disappointed, and blame ourselves or others. Letting go of expectations does not mean losing ambition or hope. It means replacing rigid demands with flexible openness. It allows life to unfold without constantly disappointing us. The Buddha teaches that everything is impermanent. When we truly understand this, expectations soften and gratitude grows. 7. Changing perspective. Viewing life with the Buddha's wisdom. Sometimes peace is not found by changing life, but by changing how we see life. The Buddha encourages us to see challenges through the lens of wisdom. Difficulties are opportunities for growth. Pain is a teacher of compassion. Failure clears the path for something new. Being stuck often means a deeper transformation is coming. When the mind is trapped, we feel there is no way out. But in the Buddha's teachings, every deadlock contains a hidden doorway. Letting go helps us see it. 8. Practical steps to let go based on Buddha's teachings. Here are simple practices inspired by the Buddha that anyone can apply. 1. Breathe and recognize. When overwhelmed, pause and take 3 deep breaths. Recognize, I am breathing in, I know I'm suffering. I am breathing out, I release tension. 2. Observe without judgment. Let emotions arise, watch them like clouds passing. Say to yourself, this feeling is temporary. 3. Label the burden. Naming your experience helps you detach. This is fear. This is attachment. This is anger. Once named, the burden loses its power. 4. Ask yourself, does this serve me? If not, you can gently set it down. 5. Practice kindness toward yourself. You can only let go when you stop punishing yourself. 6. Meditate. Daily. Even 5 minutes of sitting quietly helps reset the mind. 7. Release the story. Most suffering comes not from events but from the stories we tell about them. Drop the story, keep the lesson. 8. Trust impermanence. Everything changes, no state lasts forever, not even suffering. 9. When life feels deadlocked, letting go opens the way. Life becomes deadlocked when we cling too tightly to people, ideas, identities, or outcomes. When we stop gripping and allow things to move naturally, new paths appear. The Buddha teaches that letting go is not the end, it is the beginning. When you release what weighs you down, you make space for clarity, creativity, resilience, new relationships, new opportunities, inner freedom. The moment you let go, life begins flowing again. 10. Conclusion. Peace begins the moment you let go. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us that peace is not something we chase outside, it's something we uncover within ourselves. When life is difficult and deadlocked, when the heart feels exhausted, when every path seems blocked, the answer is often not to push harder, but to release. Let go of the story, let go of the fear, let go of the expectation, let go of the past. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is gaining freedom. As the Buddha gently teaches, when you let go, you are free. And in that freedom, we rediscover who we truly are. Not the one burdened by life, but the one capable of walking lightly, peacefully, and courageously through it.